Yes, sir. Boss Up, baby. Welcome back to the Boss Up YouTube channel where I teach you how to get these driving gigs, passive income, active income, how to flip business credit into assets and to make more money and get up out the 9 to 5 rat race. We about that. And you see me in the cargo van, boy. Um, had just come getting back from an early morning drop off. So I'm about to clean it up, and I got a rental later on. But I want to tell you guys about how to use these vans, sprinter vans, large vans like these, box trucks, even your vehicle, pickup truck, to make money. I'm going to bring you 10 companies today. Some I reviewed previously, some I haven't. But these are 10 pretty much national companies. Now, these companies don't operate in every single state. Wyoming, Montana, Podunk, Alabama. They're not everywhere, but they are pretty much at least 60-70% of all the states in the country. So I'm pretty confident that at least one of these 10 businesses will have work for you in your area. These are not gig apps, so they're not oversaturated. They are, owner operator companies that look for employees, whether you're doing medical courier, whether you're doing auto parts delivery, you're hauling big freight, whatever they need. They have different drivers for different, loads. So they are accepting everybody on down to the small vehicle, but doing medical courier, organ runs out of state, or, hauling freight, or things in your van or box truck. They got work for you, so we're gonna get you rolling. That's what we about. All right, we are inside the laptop. Let's talk about the first company that to partner with to be a medical courier driver, over the road, whatever. We're going to cover all of them, but this MedZoomer company operates out of pretty much every state. I've been working with this company for the past 6 months and been making pretty decent money. Most of the runs are an hour or two, pay anywhere from $40 to $50 an hour. Your pay structure kind of determines how many deliveries you make, the distance. Sometimes they batch orders. I go to visit a lot of elderly communities, plus 55 and older retirement communities, and most of their deliveries are all in one little, apartment complex style. So it makes it a lot easier, but they don't really pay out because you're going all in one location. So you don't really get that many miles. But like I said, they pay out daily. So like 30 minutes after I finish my shift, payment is sent to my portal, and I can cash it out to my bank account. So there's MedZoomer. I got plenty of videos on my channel of me doing MedZoomer runs, so check those out. Next, we got Courier Express. They're everywhere. I know a lot of people don't like Courier Express. They're one of the lowest paying and unorganized companies out there, but they are everywhere and they are easily to get hired on with. So if you guys are new, you got a van, you can't get it rolling, you want to stay local with local contracts, try Courier Express. You can easily get a contract even with your SUV, car, or van, anywhere range from $850 to about $1,100 before fees, before gas and everything. So just mindful of that. Like I said, they are one of the lowest paying, but they are everywhere and they hire quickly. And as long as you got all your stuff in order, you can get on within a week. Just Courier Express, moving right along. Stat Courier, stat-courier.com. I'm actually going to do two different Stat Couriers, so don't get this confused. In this video, we got Stat-Courier. They do, same day, on demand, flex routes, medical, business, library books, expedited, over the road, routine, same day. They do pretty much everything. So, send them an email, give them a phone call, let them know that you're interested in working with them, or you possibly could find some roles on Indeed. So they're based out of Missouri, but like I said, I know they work and hire out of most of the states in the country. So that's Courier. Like I said, if you don't hear back from them within a week, sometimes they're busy. Sometimes they don't have any routes available for your area. Sometimes they are extremely booked up with emails and phone calls of people trying to get on with them. So be patient. Don't just sit there twiddling your thumbs saying, I ain't heard nothing back. I guess it ain't meant for me. No, just go on to the next company like this one. SDS RX. New contract drivers needed in Florida, Maine, Massachusetts, and New York, but they operate in all of these states here. So not just those ones, but these are the ones that they need right now. So you can go to Drive for Us or Apply Now. Let's go to Apply Now, see what they say. Opportunities to become a driver. You're going to fill out this form here and become an SDS independent driver. Has spotless driving records. Must be 21. Insurance. Set up your own business. So here are some of the states that, like I said, they're looking for right now. But you go ahead and put your name in. They'll let you know when stuff open up in your area and you can get rolling. All right. So you see what all they look for on the application. They do ask for, are you COVID vaccinated, and do you have any experience? If you new to this, you definitely moved your friend before. You definitely, probably dropped off some food doing Uber Eats or something. So all that is experience. So you can put that on there as well. And that's how you get rolling with SDX RX, a medical courier. Well, you can use your car, van, truck, all three. Next, we got Lab Logistics. This is the other medical courier company I work for. I got videos on my channel of me doing loads for these guys. Well, not loads, but runs 5 days a week for about 3 to 4 hours. I would still kept doing it, but the drop-off place was almost an hour from my house. So it was kind of a drag. Just, at the end of the night, having to leave there and drive an hour all the way back to my house. I'm not getting paid for that run. So that was a bit too much on me. So I gave it up, but it was still definitely good money. If I live closer to the, drop-off location or semi-close, I would definitely still be doing that every night. Great business. Just going around the hospitals and clinics, picking up specimens, COVID samples, COVID tests, blood samples, urine samples, put in a secure cooler and getting rolling. So that's Lab Logistics. Next, we got Diligent Delivery Systems. And you see all the great locations of this one. Diligent all throughout the country. They got plenty of openings. So go ahead and to diligentusa.com and get rolling with them. You can contact them or you can go to Couriers and go ahead and apply and see how you can get rolling with your cargo van or box truck, being an owner, operator, independent contractor. That's what you Google. That's what you say. If if none of these comes on your list, just go to Google, type independent contractor driver, what city you're in. Alabama, New Mexico, Albuquerque, whatever city you're in, just do that and something will come up. And just be patient because 1,000 more people just like you did the same search, look for the same company and applied. But make yourself stand out. All right, if you already got the equipment, you already got your insurance, you know what you're talking about, you can get rolling a lot faster. Next, we got Reliable Couriers, reliablecouriers.com. You pick up and deliver. So they doing last mile, large fleets as well. You can see all the stuff they deliver, remote office pickup, medical services. So you see the theme of these companies. Everybody does medical courier along with some other things. And you see all the cities and states they're in, kind of a void right up in here. Iowa, Missouri, Nebraska. Like it's hard to get in up in this area. But like I said, if you're in these areas, if you border one of these states, go ahead and apply for that area and see if you can still get rolling. That's Reliable. And next we got another medical courier company, BioReference. BioReference.com. You can go to careers section and see what careers. Once you go to careers, it opens up to this other website where you can see where they're hiring. Now, they only accept applications where they need to be. So right now they're looking like New York, Boston, are one of the two places where they absolutely need somebody right now for part-time courier work for medical. But they do operate in all the states. So you can see what they have available in New Jersey and some other states as well. So that's BioReference, Laboratories, BioReference.com. It's that website. Moving right along, this is the second stat overnight. So we had stat dash courier. Now we got stat overnight. So stat overnight is one that's hiring. You got a head office based out of Texas, but like I said, I got a lead and possibly going to speak with somebody today about working at a warehouse in Norcross, Georgia. So I found the leads on Indeed. So once you go to these sites, send your resume, give them a call saying what all places you're hiring in, and sometimes they will send you the link directly to your email to apply to their Indeed, or you can just go to Indeed and search that delivery jobs, that delivery driver jobs, and find those that way. So now we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we need number 10. First is another company that operates kind of in that Midwest region where we saw that empty space, Kentucky, Missouri, Ohio. They operate largely in those areas. So go ahead, try out BeeLine Courier Service. Definitely, if you're expediting over the road, sign up for all these companies. You're going to be in those states eventually at some point. So you can always get on, possibly, get a contract or do one-offs whenever you're stuck and sitting or deadheading in those areas. You don't have to sit for long by getting on with those companies. So that's 10. That is 10 companies right there. I'm actually going to do 11. Here we go. Vocks Express is the last one. Here we go. Vocks is number 11. Give you guys 11 companies to work with today. Man, y'all can't find work with any of these. Man, I don't know what's going on, but we're going to keep at it. We're going to keep trying. Here is Vocks Express. You want to drive for this company, here you go. You see the services, you see the locations. Contact them. And they do have a link to apply. Drivers, new driver inquiry. Call that number. And but you haven't heard that from me. Just call them and say, hey, I want to see if you guys got any work in my area. But first, look at the locations. You don't see your city or state on this location, don't bother calling them. Don't waste their time unless you're expediting and you roll through these areas every once in a while. Then that's worth it. All right. So that is the 10 courier companies for you to partner with for 2023. Some of these are exclusively medical. Some do medical and last mile. Some do medical, last mile, auto parts, all three. But I guarantee you at least one of these companies are in an area near you. So give this video a like. Go ahead and hit subscribe. It's your first time here. I want to invite you to my Feed Facebook group since you stuck to the end of this video. And go ahead and jump down to the link in the description. Go ahead and join my Facebook group. We got people sharing their success stories. I'm sharing information that I don't put on YouTube, about credit and getting bans and, these gig apps and these companies you guys can work for. So that's the deal. All right. Next time, boss up, boss.